And you're now listening to Crypto Files. So welcome back from the Thanksgiving break. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving break here in the USA. I did, whether you were spending it with friends, family, or working. I hope you had a good one. Remember that any of my content is not to be taken as financial advice, so don't go trading any of your crypto based on my content. It is purely for entertainment purposes. And the topic for today is none other than the Parachain Auction standings. Who is taking the charge? Well, let's take a look. It is none other than Astar Network. They have a whopping 9.12 million dots contributed with over 39,000 contributors. And right behind them is Parallel with 8.91 million dots and with over 23,000 contributors. And then Clover and Monta, I've gone ahead and contributed to Astar and Clover, so I'm pretty excited that Astar has taken the #1 spot. Parallel was winning just about a week ago, but then there was a huge push for Astar and they've taken the #1 spot. There's only 3 days and 18 hours left for the third auction to end, so it's going to get very interesting. I'm hoping and crossing my fingers Astar keeps the lead and closes out the auction as the winner. That's because as the more Polkadots are contributed, the less A-stars you receive if you participated in the crowd lending auction. And this chart was tweeted out by Astar Network on their Twitter account, but I took a screenshot because on the first week I wanted to know how many A-stars I would be receiving. So on the Y-axis we see the amount of A-stars you will be receiving, along with the X-axis based on the amount of dots raised. So let's say they ended, they won a Parachain auction and they only raised 1 million dots, then you would receive around 1,000 A-stars per dot contributed. That is amazing, right? But that doesn't really happen because we have a lot of contributors. So where are we right now? Well, we have a total of 9.12 dots and we're right in between 7 and 10. So just above 105 A-stars per dot contributions. And so that's pretty cool. Where will we end up is the question. Well, we have 3 days left. So for sure, nothing's for sure, but I can only imagine between 15 million dots contributed to 10 million dots. We have seen the Parachain auctions going on for almost 3 weeks now, and a total of close to 10 million have been contributed. So I think it's a little safe to say that we'll end up somewhere around here, maybe 105 to 90 A-stars per dot, and that makes me very happy, as I thought initially I was only going to receive 30. That's because when I first punched in my contribution, it said 30, but that was just letting me know that would be my minimum, and that's in case the max amount of contributions are reached, which would be 35 million. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't get to 35 million. The projects that had 35 million were Akala and Moonbeam. Moonbeam was just, it's a beast, but anything can happen. We could definitely reach 35 million. Somebody very wealthy could say, hey, I want to contribute, and they go ahead and lend their Polkadot. But I'm hoping we stay between 70 and 105. And after that, I'll be more than happy to see Parallel, but I did not join their crowd lending campaign. And then I'm very excited for Clover, as I think their NFT lottery is pretty cool. That whole lucky thing is pretty cool. We all know I probably won't end up winning anything, but I think it makes it pretty fun with 3.61 million dots, and then Monta with 3.37 million dots right behind Clover, and then Efinity. I'm surprised this project is not doing better, but then again, the USA is locked out from the Parachain auction. So very interesting. I always wonder why the US doesn't get to participate in some of these projects, but I'm sure there's a bunch of legal mumbo stuff that causes the projects not to allow individuals from the USA to participate. So once again, we only have 3 days and 18 hours left, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed. They have over 24,000 participants and over 9 million Polkadots contributed. So very cool. I'm wanting to see what is it that actually happens, and what the heck is Astar? Well, if this is the first time that you've heard of Astar, they're a multi-chain Polkadot dApp hub, formerly known as Plasm Network. So what the heck is a multi-chain Polkadot dApp hub? Astar is a Polkadot native dApp hub supporting Ethereum, WebAssembly, dApp staking, and layer 2 solutions. I think the big two takeaways here is Ethereum and WebAssembly. WebAssembly is huge. I haven't really seen WebAssembly being used very much within blockchains, and I think that's because Ethereum, the EVM just rules right now. Everything was built on Ethereum, and that was a huge explosion with dApps and NFTs. So everything runs on the EVM. And I don't see anything running on WebAssembly just yet. I'm sure there are projects out there, but nothing significant. And WebAssembly, if you're wondering what it is, it'll allow you to write smart contracts in C++, or like, let's say C#, and then, you know, the virtual machine that would execute the smart contract would be able to read those languages. So there's room for a lot of adoption because a lot of developers already know C++, C#, or Java, you know, stuff like that, and that would gain a lot of traction. So this is definitely built for the future, in my opinion. They're building the premier multi-chain smart contract hub supporting it's supporting DeFi, NFTs, and DAO. This is because it's on, again, the Relay chain, and they're able to communicate with other parachains and also move value, as in tokens, between these parachains. So it's very interesting, opposed to Ethereum, which is just one blockchain. Because they are on the Polkadot Relay chain, they're able to message other parachains and move value around these chains. So very cool. Over 30,000 community members and over 40 ecosystem projects. The heart of the multi-chain future. We see this word come up so many times with Clover, with Moonbeam. We see multi-chain being used to describe what the future holds, and I couldn't agree more. I've said it in the past. The interoperability and the ability to communicate with more and more multi-chains is the future, as it makes it more easier and easier to interface with these blockchains. I covered the Clover multi-chain wallet, which was very cool. I expect to see more. This diagram shows it really nice on how they're planning to do this. Obviously, here is Polkadot, the Relay chain. It's connected to the Parachain, which will be Astar. And then Astar serves as a hub to be able to run smart contracts for the Polkadot network. And it's EVM compatible with also Cosmos as a partner. And they have coming soon probably more chains in the future. This is very interesting. Again, they also support layer 2 rollups, which will keep the gas fees very low, and they won't have the same issue that we're seeing with Ethereum. We see many solutions to the high gas fees, including Polygon being a layer 2 chain for Ethereum. We just saw Unstoppable Domains use Polygon to lower the gas fees and the transactions, and your domains actually minted completely free because of that. So they just had that upgrade. I just made a video on Unstoppable Domains, and you can see that I mint my domain completely free on the Polygon network, and that helped them a ton because of that. So layer 2, they have they support rollups for layer 2 and dApp staking. Obviously, we've seen that with many blockchains where individuals can go ahead and stake their native token, which in this case is Astar token, and allowing the smart contracts to be executed and earning rewards. They do have a portal, which I think is very interesting. I haven't been able to access the portal, but this will be interesting to take a look at and discover what it's all about. Again, they have dApp staking, which is very cool, staking and history. So it looks like this entire portal is going to give you all the information you need. Instead of just opening up an extension wallet, you'll have an actual portal that'll give you all the analytics of everything that is happening within their hub and how you're staking your coins, and what's your balance and your rewards and all that good stuff. Again, what does the Astar token do? Well, it helps with every transaction on the chain, and it pays for fees, just like many of the coins that I've covered. And then on-chain governance, staking, and layer 2 applications for developers to make deposits. So very, very cool. They've been covered by Forbes, TechCrunch, The Block, Cointelegraph, and they have quite a bit of backers on their site, including Binance Labs. So a huge name there. I think they got a good future, and including also Microsoft for startups. So I think Polkadot has so much potential, not just Polkadot, but their entire ecosystem. I don't see many YouTubers covering it too much. At least I see a lot of them, but not the popular ones. They just don't talk about Polkadot and the ecosystem and what's going to come of that in the future. I think people are sleeping on this. The ability to build, have multi-chain communications and transfer value between multi-chains is going to blow everything out of the water. Not just with Polkadot, we see that with Cosmos as well. Moonbeam last week won the second Parachain Auction, and they are EVM compatible. You can bring over everything that's been written in Solidity, and it would be compatible on Moonbeam, and it runs on the Relay chain as a parachain as well. So very, very, very cool. I think I'm very excited for this project and see what developers come up with as they build more and more dApps that can be hosted on this hub. And they are also trying to become the smart contract hub and platform, more importantly, for Polkadot. So Polkadot in itself doesn't run smart contracts, but the parachains do. So a lot of these parachains run the smart contracts. So Moonbeam, for example, runs the smart contracts, and then Astar does as well. And they're trying to become the platform for Polkadot. Will they become? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, there's so many parachains that can join the Relay chain and run smart contracts. So we won't have one specifically. The market today, just as I let you all go, Bitcoin is down to 54,000. We've seen things go down quite a bit, actually, around 10% in the last 7 days, right? So people are freaking out. What's going on? And I made a video probably 2 weeks ago talking about this, that there's so many YouTubers giving price predictions, saying that at the end of the week, at the end of the month, there's going to be specific coins that will reach a certain price. Many calling for Bitcoin to reach 100K. This is proof that that is not the case. There's too many wild cards, and Bitcoin and the crypto industry is very, very volatile. So don't fall into that trap. Anything can happen in the crypto world. We're down to 54,000 again, and Plan B just tweeted that his floor model 98,000 on a November close will probably be his first miss after nailing the August, September, and October models. He still believes that the S2F model will not be affected, and it's on track to hit 100,000 for Bitcoin, around 100,000 when we go into 2022. So we'll have to wait and see. Very popular individual. I think he's very good at what he does, but at the end of the day, I just want to wait and see what happens. Polkadot is on sale for $33.63. I'm probably going to pick up more for future Parachain auctions. It had a high of $55 in the past, so $33 doesn't sound bad. And with that being said, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I also have the Crypto Files Discord channel down in the description. So if you want to talk about crypto, hang out, and grow a community, you're more than welcome. And I'll see you guys there. Have a good one, and thank you so much.